Okay, Ronnie, I have to ask you about, of course, your post-match comments. I don't know if people have seen it or read about it. It's made the papers, a lot of column inches today. Some of the things you said was the venue was a hellhole and also smell of urine. How do you feel about them maybe 24 hours after you made those comments? Do you stand by them? Is it maybe a little bit too harsh? Or
No, I don't think it's harsh at all, because the facts are the facts, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I can add to that other than what I've already said.
Well, I don't know if you're aware, Steve Maguire's come out this morning. He played, he beat James Cahill 4-3 earlier on today. He said something quite similar in his post-match comments. He said it shouldn't be held in a leisure centre. You've got kids running about, and it goes on, but he alludes to very much the same sort of thing as you do. Where do you think, then, a competition of this size, because it needs to be big, you've got to get the TV crew in, you've got to get the practice tables, the match table, and all the surrounding tables. What sort of venue do you think would suit this?
No, I think the venue's okay. I think what they should do is, you know, they should just hire the whole back of this venue instead of sort of, you know, they've got the snooker part here and then they're asking you to walk through the bowling green to get to your press conference, and then you have to go through the main foyer where all the fans are and all the members of the leisure centre are. And, I mean, yesterday when I was walking through there yesterday, Peter Edmonds was walking down and one old boy went, "Can you stop walking while I'm trying to play bowls?" And Peter's looked round and thought he was joking, but he was really serious. And Peter started laughing. He went, "How would you?" He said, "I'm going to start walking through when you're playing snooker." And I just thought, you know, a top player shouldn't really have to be subject to some old guy who's really, really angry. And, you know, and it's all because they, you know, maybe take some of the prize money out and reinvest it in the budget to make the venue much more suitable for the players. Because the players, you know, money comes secondary to most of the players when they're playing on a tournament. They want nice facilities, nice venue, just so when you come to the venue, you can put your cue down, you can relax, and you feel like, you know, you can just focus on what you got to do. But, you know, the whole venue is completely spread out, so you're kind of asked to kind of go through the foyer of the leisure centre when there's like maybe like 150 kids running around.
Okay, so it's not necessarily the venue, it's how the venue is laid out. Yeah,
they could probably put a bit more money into maybe hiring a whole section of the venue and then just section it off so it's kind of separate to all the locals that obviously come in and do their swimming and martial arts and jiu-jitsu and athletics, whatever they do here, you know.
Okay, and the urine smell, is that gone, or is that...
Well, again, that was kind of like if they'd have hired out the bowling green, then they could have had a nice little section there, but they put me...
Is that where the smell was coming from?
No, they put me by some toilet, and I'm having to stand there and smile for 4 or 5 minutes, and all I could smell was urine. I said, "Look, I'm not going to be able to hold this for much longer." And it was just really quite off-putting, you know. And, you know, I mean, no one wants to be subject to smelling urine. You know, you don't mind for about 30 seconds while you're in the toilet, because that's what a toilet's for. But, you know, 5 or 6 minutes trying to pose for a photograph, it just kind of gets into your system a little bit after a while.
Neil, I don't really know what questions to ask you other than, did it happen in your day?
No, what I would say is I think the other three Home Nations events are good venues in big cities, you know. Obviously playing Glasgow's nice, the one in Cardiff, I think that's a good venue personally, and the Waterfront Hall is nice. Look, the English could be played somewhere more glamorous than here, but, you know, and Ronnie's right. But it's difficult, you know. It's a big venue. There's a lot of organising needs doing. I don't know if they got it right or not. I mean, I don't play anymore. It doesn't affect me in the same way.
As a player, you don't mind where it is, whether it's, you know, it helps if it's in Cardiff or in a nice city. But actually, as a player, you spend most of your time at the venue. You just want your facilities at the venue to be right. You don't really want to have to be, you know, traipsing through like families and kids that are going swimming and got snorkels and flip-flops on, and you're like just about to go and play a match, you know, or you've just come off and you've got to go and do a press conference. You just want to kind of be in your own little bubble sometimes.
Okay.